Hello again everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the major updates to the JustFlight arrows in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. So here we are, we're in the Arrow 3 with a retractable landing gear, positioned at Denham, an airfield that quite a few years ago I was learning to fly at, and as such I thought it would be quite a nice place to begin our little revisit of this GA aeroplane. It's got Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 compatibility now, lots of improvements with the flight models, interactive paper charts, and their latest JustFlight EFB. The links for all of this will be in the description down below if you do want to get your hands on it. We've got the pack today, so effectively we've got the Arrow 3 with the retractable gear, that's what we're in today. The PA28 retractable gear Turbo Arrow 3 or 4, and the PA28 161 Warrior 2, which I've flown previously, many years back. You'll have to forgive me for some elements of it. And we'll head on up to London Oxford Airport for our flight today. So full price, it's about £45 sterling. But actually on the release, just for a few days, it may have expired by the time you watch this, so bear that in mind, but it is on sale for about 35 odd pounds. I can't remember completely the price. But it'll be on the website, which is linked, just because I've got this VR headset on now. I can't really see anything else. Now, I never actually progressed onto the retractable gear PA28s. I was flying the Warriors, for example, with the fixed landing gear here at Denham. And the PA28 from JustFlight was the first high quality kind of GA aeroplane that was released for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and it was a really good package. It was able, certainly the fixed gear version, was able for me to follow all my procedures closely, all the checklists, run up checks, so on and so forth. The Denham Golf Course on the right hand side. Peace in the green. Leads alive. Knots. 65, 70, bit of a crosswind. Steer into that. Climbing away. Down to one stage of flaps. You're up. Climbing turn over the water. We were a little bit steeper there because I was a bit lazy on that. Very sloppy on this departure to be fair. I haven't quite got my keybinds set up properly. That's the scar of HS2. This is another kind of scenario where something like the Pimax crystal light comes in really handy, because where there's Wickham Air Park, for example, down below, it's a superb view from here, really quite spectacular. It's a really Really cool way to kind of enjoy the simulator, actually, to be fair. I'm going to do a bit of fuel rebalancing. Change the tanks. And effectively you need to be over 2 now, but not above 4. So we'll just kind of continue this steady climb up. And we're routing towards London, Oxford. We've got the M40 just down below, and we're effectively chasing that up through the Chilterns and into Oxfordshire. In fact, the bit that's just above the nose there, that is Stokenchurch, and the kind of bit that goes down the hill between the 2 chalky cliffs. That means RAF Benson, for example, will be on the left, about 5 miles to the south. And in reality, this would be a MATS, military air traffic zone. And if we're transiting through it, we'd need to request permission. We're going to level off at 3. I think that's more than kind of suitable today. Yeah, the PA28 for me was one of those first aircraft that was released that gave me that realistic package. It was something that I had physically flown myself. And it's an airplane that I've really enjoyed kind of operating. With the package itself, you get lots of variants, so you can kind of immerse yourself into different types of GA flying. It may well be, for example, that you're studying for a PPL for it, and you can kind of make use of that because of the detail that this package gives you. I'm looking out for Benson down there. I can't quite see her. It is down there somewhere, and we'll just work up the M40. We're going to be landing southbound on runway 19 in Oxford, and we've got the Pilot Plus scenery for Oxford. Denham was Burning Blue Designs, well, another really nice airport scenery. Got one heck of a crosswind battering us. Just gone past the Chilterns. So Benson will be pretty much where we're looking now, by about 5 miles of flying. And we just checked the M40 motorway, which is just down there, up towards Oxford. Got the NDB tuned, you've got the that kind of NDB needle there. The ADF just pointing about 295 degrees. But we'll continue to route up the motorway and then work to get visual with the airfield from there. Everything is simulated as it should be in this. Things like carb checks will drop the RPM ever so slightly when you're doing your run-up checks, for example. We've got the QNH 1016 set. What's good with the EFB there is because we've got a VR headset, it's got a notes tab, and you can click on there and kind of doodle and write what you need. If you're getting stuck and you need to kind of reference anything for any reason. Let us drift up to about 3,500 here, because it hopefully give us visual of the airport a little faster. And it does, as you can see down there, have like a rudimentary autopilot system. Can use. And if those of you like GPS and things, you can pick that between nav and GPS there, that little toggle, and that'll help sort the autopilot out, make sure it tracks the right thing, for example. We've got Oxford just on the left. M40 motorway is actually continued off up that way. This here is the, well, I might get it wrong, A40, A30, routes into central Oxford, goes all the way through. So to the north of Oxford you've got Kidlington, which is effectively where the airfield is, and it's pretty much kind of on the nose somewhat. And then all the way over the other side we'll have RF Bryce Norton. It's a pretty heavy traffic area, to be fair. The low flying zones, the military activity, and all of the flying schools at Oxford. And I've quickly switched the fuel tanks back. Done another little fuel tank switch just to the left tank. Yeah, even kind of without VR, this is a really fantastic BA aircraft package. For £45 you're getting those 3 different variants. There's a lot of different options that are available to you. The Turbo Arrow, for example, is an absolute rocket, and can operate at those higher altitude scenarios, sort of, you know, through the Alps, that kind of thing. Pretty cool. Cross over to the north side, western side of the airfield. Run that downwind leg, right downwind. We're flying offline, so there's no traffic or anything here, so I'm being a little bit more casual than I perhaps otherwise would have been. Bricks of mixture rich fuel. Done a carb heat check a moment ago. Sure that there would be something like Blenheim Palace. It's a good old Asobo blob. Blenheim Palace, something like that. That's what that's supposed to be anyway. It gives us a good view of the airfield. Down. Flaps 2. There's the alert. That'll go away once the flaps are set with gears down and green through 750. Watching the speed here. Trying to sort out our rate of descent. Definitely nicer to hand fly, that's for sure. At the minute I've got my sensitivities to minus 0.8 in MS 2024, and in fairness, they're set for the airliners. I think in reality I would have this set to be a little lower, a little less insensitive, so a little bit more sensitive, I suppose is the better English to use for this ordinarily, because it is a responsive aeroplane in reality, even at these slower speeds. And that full flap now, I've cut the corner a bit there, which is a bit sloppy of me, but hey ho. It's the first time flying GA in a VR headset, to be fair. It's a little bit windy. In fact, we've got a whopper of a crosswind by the looks of it, which is probably why I've cut the corner so much. Now that windsock looks like it's sideways. Yep. Okay, what a challenge. Too much there. Very stuttery scenery this. Causing me some problems, but we're okay. Wow, look at that drift. And we're down. Really nice crosswind handling, actually. Yeah, lots of stutters from this scenery. It has been made compatible for MSFS 2024. Yeah, this aeroplane, so impressive. And a bit of work in the VR headset, because you are kind of closed in this environment, but my goodness, is it good. Yeah, it's out now. This JustFlight PA28 bundle, updated with new compatibility for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Let me know what you think. Try not to slate the flying too much. Easily done. Not the smoothest of flights, but it is my second proper flight in a VR headset, my first in a little aircraft like this as well, so it's been really cool. I can highly recommend that. The discount code for the Pimax Crystal Light and Crystal Super will be in the description down below if you do want to get your hands on a VR headset like this for something like a GA flight in the PA28. Any thoughts of that too, of course. And that code is britishavgeek to get 3% off all of your Pimax products. I'm going to park her up down here on the main apron area in front of the tower here at London Oxford, or Kidlington as it should really be known. It's nowhere near London. Hit like, hit subscribe, and in the meantime, as always, thank you very much for watching. See you next time.